Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. 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 Can you see my screen? Hello.
No, we can't see your screen.
Now okay.
Yes, now we can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hi all. I'm Lasantha. I'm a part of AWS Community Builder. Today I'm going to speak about DevOps and some AWS CI/CD related services. Today my takeaway is what is the CI/CD and how to interact with CI/CD and discuss cool AWS CI/CD projects. First of all, if you have any doubt, you can put in the chat. After my demonstration, I will give an answer. Okay. What is CI/CD? CI/CD stands for continuous integration and continuous delivery, and also we say continuous deployment. It is a set of practice and principles used in software development to automate and streamline process to build in, testing, and deploying software application. There are in CI/CD process three key components. First one is continuous integration, second one continuous delivery, and third one continuous deployment. We also say one item as continuous delivery and deployment, but there are two stages. Continuous integration means it's involved frequently integrate code changes from multiple contributors into shared repository or version control system. Next, continuous delivery is the extent of CI, example of continuous integration and automating the deployment process, stage in a pre-production environment. Last stage is continuous deployment. It is continuous deploy to production servers. Example of these three stages are interconnected, but last stage many companies going to manual process because continuous integration and continuous delivery we can use as automate, but continuous deployment some organizations use like a manual process. Meantime, inside one person want to approve it. Example, take lead or some person. Okay. Now I'm going to describe what are the service AWS provide for CI/CD and DevOps space. And first of all, consider code commit. Code commit is fully managed version control system. It's similar to GitHub Bitbucket. It allows developer to scale host and private Git repository. Its product is integrated with other AWS service, support collaboration among team members. Nice code build. It's a built-in product. It's similar to Jenkins CI like this, and is source code and run test and produce deployable artifact. Everything it's scaled automatically and can be used to conjunction with other AWS services. Example of code pipeline, ECS like this, and next code deploy. It's enable automate application deployment instance of service platform like Lambda or ECS or EKS like this, and it's a deployment process help minimize downtime during updates. Next, Cloud9. It's a very good service because this similar to VS Code, IntelliJ ID, but this one is run in browser. It's a cloud-based integrated development IDE, enable developer to write code and debug and test the code in browser. Next, Codista, it's a fully integrated development environment designed to simplify the setup of end-to-end continuous integration, continuous delivery pipeline. Next, Stray, AWS Stray. It's a service for analyze, debugging, and distributed application. It's used for tracing the our application, and it's provide insight into how application performing and help identify performance bottleneck. Next, code artifact. It's a artifact repository, support Maven, npm, Python, people like this, and next application component. This one newly kind of service. This one very good and interesting service because it's a visual designer that you can deploy and build to a serverless application within few minutes. And finally, it's a cloud shell. It's a cloud based shell. You can quickly run a script with AWS command line interface, and also use AWS API and other AWS related tool. And you can use for increase your productivity. You can directly access cloud shell in AWS console. Today my project is deploy some sample application to AWS ECS, and I'll go to step by step guide to how to deploy it. First of all, I'm consider this architecture diagram. This is a simple architecture diagram. You can modify it to add some load balancing, auto scaling group, many things, no issue. And first of all, developer push the code to code commit repository. And firstly create Cloud9 IDE. Inside Cloud9 IDE, I'm clone my GitHub project repository, and next inside the code commit, developer work in code commit is similar to GitHub, Bitbucket, like this. It's a repository, and this process fully automated by code pipeline, and behind the scene code bit run and save artifact to S3 bucket. Also build the Docker image and push it to ECR repository. Behind the scene, we create ECS cluster, and we get ECS task definition and service. And final stage, we integrate this ECS deployment step to code pipeline, and end user access this project to in this public IP. This is my project, and you can modify it, adding so many services. Example, if you need to create DevSecOps pipeline, you can integrate here to see some kind of services, third-party services, sync, and you can analyze the code using SonarQube. Like this, so many things you can include it. Okay, now I am going to demonstrate it. Okay, now I am going to switch off my videos because you can focus on more on content. Can you see my screen? Also, I am audible. Hello.
Yes. We can see your screen and you are audible as well.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Uh, if you like, you can follow with me, and you can create step by step. I will demonstrate how to treat this pipeline. First of all, you need to create a AWS Pretty account. You can create goes to this URL and put in the chat this URL also. Okay, this is Pretty URL. Okay. Uh, and AWS provide 1 year free access to AWS console and everything. Some services are always free. Some services they given for 12 month free. I think they charge $1 for some registration fee, but after that they will refund it after 1 year. First of all, I'm goes to my AWS console, and I will meantime I'll open my architecture diagram. Okay, I'll open it. Okay. Okay, this is my architecture diagram. First of all, I'm going to AWS console and create a Cloud9 IDE. And go there and search Cloud9 IDE and open Cloud9. Okay, I'm create environment. I'm putting the name as anything. You can add any name, no issue. I'm add CICD Pro at IDE like this. Next, don't need to change anything. Use default. This is the cloud-based IDE. Can use to write the code, debug the code, anything in cloud, and create this Cloud9 ID. Uh, email, share my architecture diagram again. Okay, first this first stage is create Cloud9 ID. Our second stage is create code commit repository. Next, we're going to create code build project. Next, we need to create a ECR repository, and behind the scene S3 bucket and artifact automatically deployed, and we need to create code pipeline. Also, we need to create ECS cluster and service. That's the full project. Okay. Okay. Now our ID is creating. At some minute, it is available after that. Okay. Now our ID is created. I'm going to open it. It's similar to VS Code. Example of you use local in your local machine, you use VS Code. This similar, same. But behind the scene, AWS. If you select this Cloud9 ID, behind the scene AWS install Node.js, some of developer friendly so services, Docker, Python like this. And I will close this everything because I have to go press, and go there and open the terminal, and we need to get the sample code. I'm putting the chat in my sample code. This is the sample repository, and also you go there and you need to clone it and type git clone and paste the URL and clone this repository. It's now clone complete, and next you can see we have now our git repository. Next step is we need to go AWS console and create code commit repository, because now we already clone this GitHub repository. We go there, use, you can use any name. I'm using CICD project like this and create repository. Now our code commit repository is created. Now we need to copy this HTTPS URL and go there, and I'm going to clone it. Okay, now clone it. You can see now we have two folders. One is my GitHub repository, one is code commit repository. Now I need to copy some code to my code commit repository, because after that we don't need this GitHub repository. I'm going to copy this index.html and build spec YAML for code build and Docker file for build the Docker image. Other thing, okay. Next thing is we need to push this code to code commit. I'll add git add. Firstly, we need to redirect repository. It, first off, you can check git status. You can see untracked file there, and add, again check status. You can see now changes to be committed, and next we need to commit this file mad as initial commit. Final stages, we need to push this code, git push. Okay, now code this push, you're going to go there, and yeah, now you have 3 files there in code commit repository. Next thing is we need to, okay, now I'm again going to architecture diagram. Now our this stage and code commit repository also created. Now we need to create code build project or build the Docker image and save artifact to S3 bucket. Okay, come here. We need to search there and code build. Code build. Okay, now open the code build service. We need to create build project. You can use any name, no issue. I'm use same name is this. After that, I can easily track and use put as code build pro build project. And in there we need to select repository and need to select branch also, and operating system we can use Ubuntu MSN Linux. I'm use MSN Linux, and select standard. Image version use latest image is good because otherwise some dependencies are missing. And this one is very important. If you create normal EC2 instance based deployment, this tick mark is no need. But if you build Docker image, you need to click this tick mark. Otherwise, having some privilege issue. Behind the scenes, automatically create code build service role, and we need to go additional configuration because the thing is behind the scene code build at YAML. I'm added few of environment variable. Now we need to add this environment variable also here. I'm use US East one region. In there you can use any region, no issue. Firstly, check whether the sum of services available in some regions, some services not available in some regions, like this. Because first, I think North Virginia and Ohio region work it every time. And we need to select account ID. Another thing, and you can copy this account ID from here. And we need image tag. I will show you why this one put in here. Okay, image repository name. Okay, for image repository name, we need code ECR repository. We goes to ECR and create repository. Okay, select this and use same name, CICD Pro something. No issue. You can use any name. Okay, our ECR repository is created. We need to copy this URL because in later step this URL is needed. And I'm now go there. Also code build, and we need to push this name. My ECR repository name is CICD Pro. Okay. Now go to there are this build spec YAML. Behind the scene in code build, we need to create build spec YAML, or you can use to insert build command and use build spec YAML. This is the build stack YAML file behind the scene, and then they are using AWS account ID like NRO variable. This I'm using EC repository URI, repository name, and other thing. Okay, now I'm going to go code build. And other thing, you can use default option, no issue. But in Cloud Doge, need to add Cloud Doge name, put as CICD Pro logs, and set streams like this, and next hit create project. Now our code build project is creating. Okay, it's created. But thing is now code build need to interact with ECR, but we need to provide access to interact code build to ECR repository. Goes to build details and open this AM role, and okay, we need to give the permission for interact with code build to ECR. Go to create inline policy. There save as also permission. Copy this and go there, and I'm using JSON option and paste it. This one given permission for ECR build image, and push your contain image to ECR, and hit next and rename as ECR access for code build, and create policy. Now you can see there are previously only two permission, but now I'm added customer inline policy for ECR access. Now I'm go there and hit start build. It take some time now building. You can see now is in progress. Meanwhile, I'm goes to my architecture diagram again. Okay, this is now this architecture diagram. Now I am created cloud and ID and code commit repository and code build project, and also ECR repository. Now we can check this status. Okay, okay, now code build is running. Meanwhile, I am goes to S3 and show you where to save this build artifact. Goes to okay, no issue. I'm go there and wait some minute. It's building. Okay, now our code build deployment is completed. Also, you go there and refresh it and go inside. You can see our first image is coming. Next thing is okay. Now our code build project is created. Next step is we need to create code pipeline, because this one orchestrator for CI/CD process in AWS. It's going to go there and create pipeline, and we can add any name. Amos CI/CD Pro pipeline, CI/CD Pro pipeline, and Amos default role, and go there, and we need to select artifact store Amos default location. Default location is this bucket. Also encryption key, I'm select default one there, and source provider we need to select code commit. Repository name I'm select as CICD Pro, branch name as master. I'm select cloud.event and code pipeline default. and build provider, I'm select code build, North Virginia region, project name, CSD Pro build, other thing use as default, hit next. Meantime, I'm skip this deploy stage because after the create ECS cluster, you can add this deployment stage. Okay, and create pipeline. Okay, our pipeline is now triggering. You can see now source stage is starting. Also, you can see after that this pipeline complete, you can see artifact file is coming there. You can see source artifact coming now, but it still is not going to build. After the build, it's built artifact coming there, and behind the scene is Elastic Container Registry received another image, and old image stores to as landing image, and wait some minute. Now it's code build is running. Meanwhile, I am goes to architecture diagram. Okay, in this architecture diagram, now we create cloud and ID, code commit repository, code build, and also code pipeline and ECR. The next step is we need to create ECS cluster. We wait some minute for code pipeline now is triggering. Okay, yeah, code pipeline is success. We can go there and refresh it. You can is now see now build artifact also come, and also there another image come. Now latest image goes to up, and old image now going as a download image. And okay, now we completed our CI/CD pipeline process. Now we need to create a ECS cluster. In this project, we can use ECS cluster, EKS also. Meanwhile, I'm use ECS cluster and go there and create cluster. Use cluster name as CI/CD Pro cluster like this. You can use any name, no issue. And I'm use target option. Yes, in ECS provide two option. You can use EC2 mode option or target. Target means serverless option. I'm going with target option and it create this cluster. Uh, Another thing in behind the scene now ECS create behind the scene run in cloud formation stack. I'll show you it, and you can see now cluster is creation. But go there and you can see now one of class. Okay, is completed. Cluster creation. Now you can see our cluster is created. And next thing is we need to create task definition because we need to select our resources and this ECR repository also. We go there and task definition and put as task definition family as CICD Pro TD. TD means task definition. You can use anything. No issue. And I'm select launch type as target and use this minimum one because this one demonstrate purposes. You can use minimum one. Otherwise, cost money. And we need to select task execution role there. Also, we need to select task execution role. Next thing is we need to add our content image. You can give any name. Now we need this ECR repository latest image URL. Yeah, this is the latest image. And previous step, I am already copied this ECR image URI and go there and paste this URI here and add latest as a tag, colon latest. Next, our application run port 80, protocol is TCP, and CICD this one use default option. Okay, other thing, okay, I'll create task definition. Okay, now our task definition is created. Another thing, we need to select in this project. I'm use a default security group. We need to add port 80 action for EC2 security group. Go there and security group and select as default security group and goes to inbound role and edit inbound role. Okay, I'll add role as HTTP port 80 access and select as anywhere. You can use any option, my IP or anywhere, no issue. And save the role. Okay, now our task definition is created. Next thing is we need to deploy as a service. Go there and select service. We need to select cluster, select launch type as Fargate, latest image. We need to use service name. Given service name as CICD Pro SVR like this, and decide task. I need two tasks because these are the recovery purposes. There are deployment option. No need to change anything. I'm switch off this one because this one is called design patterns and networking section. See, we use default one. This is our security group. In previous step, we already now added this inbound role. I can check now again once. Okay, this is default one in inbound role. Previous step I'm added this HTTP access port 80 access, and this one looking good, and we're going to create it. Behind the scene is service also create behind the scene cloud formation is tag. Okay, now our service is creating. Meanwhile, I'm goes to architecture diagram. Okay, this is architecture diagram. Now we create this every step: code 9, code copy repository, code pipeline, code build, S3 artifact bucket automatically we can deploy it, ECR repository, now also ECS cluster also. Okay, okay. Now you go there and because we select two tasks, that the reason they are coming two tasks, and open one task and copy the public IP and paste here. You can see our application version 1 now successfully deployed, and you can check also uh, other tasks. Other tasks also same one running, and you can copy this public IP and paste here. This one 88 IP, this one 96 IP. Both are running. Now we need to add this. You need to go code pipeline and add this deploy step also there, because we need to fully automate this CI/CD process. And we go there and we need to edit and at this stage I'm name as deploy to ECS. You can use any name, no issue there. And add action group and select as deploy and action provider. In there, you can see there AWS even provide many code build providers. Also in third party provider also there. In sync for DevSecOps, you can see so many things like Jenkins, and we need to meantime I'm select ECS, and our region is North Virginia region. Use Eastern. We need to select build artifact. Our cluster name is CICD cluster service name service. The thing is we need to add image definition file and goes to our uh, projects and open this code file code build YAML, and there you can see we create this image definition file and save this our cluster name and image URI and everything. We need to mention this one here, and go there and put this name and select done, and select done. Again need to save this pipeline, save. You can see now our pipeline is added another step. Now I am going to our Cloud9 environment and open this index HTML and change this as version 2. Now our application version 2 we're going to deploy it, and you can add it here with add, and git add next git status again check. Now our file is tracked, and git commit m version 2 added. Let's going to git push. Okay, now yeah, now version 2 is got is pushed. You can go there and you can see now our pipeline is automatically triggering. Goes to pipeline, open this pipeline. Meanwhile, goes to architecture diagram again. Okay, this architecture diagram. Now we created everything. After that, this fully process run, end user can access our application using this public URL. Also in there, we can add uh, some kind of AWS load balancing and auto scaling group. Also follow automatically handle load, everything. And okay, now our pipeline is triggering. You can see now build stage is running. Also, meantime, go there and next tree. You can see our source artifact is now added another stage, and build artifact now adding. Also in behind the scene ECR is another image come. All two image going to as a dangling image. Now latest one is now the current created one, and go there, and now it's deployed to ECS. Wait few minutes. Now it's deploying. Okay, now going to ECS and open the cluster. Meanwhile, this previous task services are now not working because after that deploy new release, and because Docker was as immutable infrastructure, every time we create a new Docker container. Okay, going to task. I'm going to that one. I'm going to refresh. Can see still now deploy to ECS and wait some minute because now deploy to ECS cluster. You can also check there going to details and you can check how is this cluster there and you can check health also and some of logs everything you can check in console. Still is deploying. Okay, now our deployment is complete. Now simply go ECS cluster, go in there and open this task and you have now new task. Now you can see these all tasks are now not running is only rounding and go there and copy this public IP and paste here. You can see our version 2 application is now deployed. This uh, this second task also I'm checked. This one also version 2. This one now not working because the thing is we deploy this version 2. So version 2 is up and running. This is the full automate CI/CD pipeline. That thing I need to show you as demonstrate. But thing is, if you create something in AWS, we need to delete it. Otherwise, you need to pay for it. Uh, I'm going to now clean up stage. And first of all, you need to go ECS and go inside the ECS and delete these two my services and select post delete and delete it. Okay, now benzene is task also deleted. Now you can delete this cluster here. You can copy this name. Okay, now class 10, everything deleted. Now we need to deregister this task definition. We said these two tasks and deregister. Okay, now ECR related, ECS related stuff now deleted. Now next thing is we need to remove code pipeline and AWS DevOps related services and go there and pipeline goes to pipelines and select this and we need to delete pipeline. Select as delete. Okay, now pipeline is deleted. Next thing is we need to delete this build project and type delete and also we need to delete this code commit repository because now no need this repository. Mm, delete it. Okay, now AWS DevOps related services deleted. Another thing, we need to go there and delete this artifact. These are no need, but meantime I will delete it. Okay. Okay, now this one also deleted. Next thing is we need to delete this Cloud9 ID because Cloud9 is online based ID. Now we don't need. Okay, and firstly delete this repository. Is here repository also, and delete it and open Cloud9 there, and okay, we have now one environment. We can simply delete there. Delete and delete it. Delete it now. And another thing we need to remove EC2 EC2 security group inbound role for taking. But that one is no need. You can keep example we can create after in latest step you create EC2 instance, and this EC2 instance need to access port 80. This one is also available, but meanwhile I will delete this inbound rule. Okay, let's save it, and now Cloud9 ID is deleting. The final step is we need to remove CloudWatch logs. Okay, you can simply select there, and also you can select this, and you can edit this one retention setting as edit at as 5 days like this. After that, you will not charge. Otherwise, you will charge for run this log group and delete it. Okay, now everything is deleted. Uh, that is the project I want to explain, and this is the full CI/CD pipeline. You can edit this pipeline, and you can add some SonarQube code analysis, sync for DevSecOps like this. You can add any service, no issue. That you can modify this architecture and anything. Also, meantime, I'll create article for how to set up this, and I will put in the chat this one, and I will share my screen again and show you how what this article. This is article created by myself, and this one in every stage and every step you can follow this article to deploy this application, and that is the project I need to explain. And okay, now if you have any question, you can put in the chat and I'll give you my answers. Hello. Hello.
Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat box. Anything related to AWS or anything in general related to DevOps or CI/CD, you can ask them in the chat box.
You can follow this my article for deploy this application. Okay, I think this team share video. Also, okay, I'll already put this on. This is the GitHub repository. You can use this GitHub repository to and get some code for index HTML and build spec YAML and Docker file. And I think you get something from my side. Uh,
So we will be sharing the recording of this video on our YouTube channel, and you can follow us on our you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch the recording through the YouTube.
yeah, yeah. Okay, can we build application on serverless? Yeah, yes, you can use serverless option also. In you can use code deploy, and you can select as deploy prod as I will show you it. Okay. Goes to code deploy and things. Okay, now I'm going to code pipeline and open code pipeline. You can create pipeline like this and put sample name and I'll show you. So S3 is what a code I'm use anything. I will select and delete it. Okay, no issue. I'll read it to my other region and use one name and select code commit. Select one of repository. Okay, and build provider code build and select one of build. Okay, see there. You can see in you can use as code deploy to build deploy to ECS, also AWS Lambda like this many more services. That's a no issue. You can create behind the scene create cloud formation stack. You can use as Elastic Beanstalk like this offer stack anything. Okay. I think I'm explaining everything. Also, I share my screen. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your participation. You can scan this QR code and access my personal website and connect with me to LinkedIn and Twitter. If you have any doubt, you can put in the chat in LinkedIn or Twitter. I will answer you.
Also, someone asked, can you please share about the experience of using secret manager in CI/CD pipeline to encrypt sensitive variables like AR and AMI, etc. This is someone asked in the chat box.
Yeah. Example of you can create secret. You can use AWS secret manager. You can modify this architecture, no issue. You can add a secret manager. Behind the scene, you can use system manager, and sometimes you use EC2 option means you need to patch the EC2 instance like this. This time you need to select system manager. You can modify it. That is no issue.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lasantha, for taking
Yeah.
your time in delivering this session. I believe everyone had a great learning experience from your talk, and we look forward to have you again as a speaker for some other session as well.
Okay. Thank you very much. This Suraj and Satyadev team. Also, thank you, Chetir.
Chaitanya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Lasanta. We look forward to have you again in the as a speaker, and thank you so much. Also,
Yeah.
yeah, also, if anyone has any doubt, like feel free to ask. Since there are no more doubts, so we will be ending the session soon. And those who are asking about the certificate for today's session, so I am sharing a attendance form. Please fill this attendance form so that we can send you the certificate over mail. This attendance form for the today's session is mandatory for the certificate. I've shared the attendance form. Okay, thank you, Lasanta.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to speak like minded people. Thank you.